Well, if you've got a newer trailer like mine, it may have told you that it comes with easy lube hubs. Let's come down here and take a look at these rims and tires. And you can see, I don't see any easy lube hub on here. There's usually a grease fitting, and I think it's because there's a cover on it that can only be removed, I think, by taking the wheel off. That's my suspicion anyway. So I'm going to take one of these wheels off, and of course we'll have to retighten the lug nuts after that. I think it's the factory's way of knowing if you've ever bothered to lube the axles or not, is with that cover on, because I'm going to take that cover off, because it shouldn't be this difficult. You shouldn't have to actually remove the rims and wheels to get to greasing your axles. It should be really, really easy. So first step for this is to jack up the trailer, and we would always want to connect to a vehicle first when you're jacking it up in case it starts rolling away on you. So let's connect to the vehicle. Okay, I think we're lined up. Let's go out and take a look. No, I still need to back up just a tad. That'll hopefully work. All right, and you really don't have to be any more connected than this. So it's laying on the vehicle. See, the pressure's off, yet I still got pressure on the ground, so it's got something to jack off of, and it's not going to go anywhere because it's pretty much attached to the vehicle. Actually, there. Now it's attached to the vehicle. Not going anywhere. So let's check this one out right here. Hasn't been moved in a while, but we need to loosen these lug nuts first before we start jacking it. All right, so I've got the wrench here, tire iron, whatever you want to call it. It's got 4 different sizes. One of them will fit. That's too big, too little. Just keep playing until you get it. I think 21 is probably going to be it. Yeah, 21. And loosen them each one by one, just so it breaks it free. That's it. That's all you have to do. You heard that? That's all you have to do. Get it loose like that, and it doesn't take much. These things loosen up over time too. You want to make sure that they are tight on a regular basis. Then I got to pull the wheel chock out. If you have one, jack goes underneath. We're going to jack it up right on the axle. You can see the axle right there. We're going to go right underneath of it with this and lift it up just a little bit off the ground. That's all. Sometimes it might be tricky to get this thing. You can see I've moved it up a little bit. And then you want to get this so you can move it up and down. It's kind of hard. You got to pull this down all the way and connect because there's not really any clearance to go up. Here, it's tight. Alright, you got it in there, and you can see right up against the axle, just to lift it off the ground. There, we're off the ground now, as you can see. Let's pull this thing off to see if this cover is removable. Gosh, you hear the brakes in there making noise. You gotta stop this thing from moving. Hopefully I loosen these tight enough, or loose enough. I may need 2 hands. I didn't get them quite loose enough, and I did need 2 hands, and some of these are really still tight. You're gonna need the tire iron on them to get them off. Other ones are really loose. You can get them with your finger. See, some you can do with your finger here. And this thing, I hope it comes off. See, this one, yeah, there we go. All right, that's last one. Let's see what's underneath this thing. That's coming off. Whoa, yeah, you see that? That's the Easy Lube hub right underneath there. And this, we're getting rid of. I'm not going to have it on there because otherwise you got to take rim off to grease. As you can see right there, basically you take a screwdriver, take that off, and then pump it full of grease, which we are going to do here. But we're going to do it after I get this tire back on. Alright, so first thing we do is get these on by hand without cross threading them. I don't know why these trailer tires don't seem to be made as well, everything as automotive. I'm not even going to try that one. That one doesn't seem to be going on well at all. Let's try a different one altogether. It's just not as smooth. But again, just make sure you're not cross threading. That one went on smoothly. The rest will need this. Yeah, once you get them on, it's easy enough. And connect them in a cross pattern. Don't just put them on there randomly. What you want to do is you want to cross them like this, say here, and then cross over, tighten this one, then tighten this one, then tighten this one, then tighten this one. Like, just keep switching like that. Very important, so you don't crack the rim. Alright, so again, we'll start here. Let's go. Snug, snug. Remember, don't do it around in a circle. Always do it like this. I was doing it like this all the time. This last one you saw me doing was the last one I did. See, there's a little bit more play in there. Make sure they're all snug. All of them, every single one. And it could be different depending on how many bolts and nuts you have. Oh, this one's still, you see? Okay. That's it. Now we're going to lower it down, and then we're going to tighten them. All right, with this you just kind of twist it. There we go. Lowers down. Now we tighten in the same pattern. All right, we got them. They're all snug now. Now we take this thing off. Remember, screwdriver, and then we pump it full of grease. Don't forget, after we're done with this, even after we grease, we want to check these after like 50 miles, retorque them all again. Every single rim, every single tire, wheel. All right, so we just pry this off, and you can see right in there is the fitting, and that's where the grease goes. You really want to push it until you start to see it pop out a little bit on the sides. Just a little bit. When you see it pop out a little bit, you stop. Make sure that you're using extreme pressure EP grease. Definitely you need this. Got this at Walmart. And then when your grease gun's ready, clean off that fitting. I gotta clean that off. Much better. Alright. Then it just goes right in here. And we start pumping.